Hi there! The purpose of this video is simple, to help you expand your vocabulary so that you too can describe your daily routine in natural, fluent, and advanced English. I'll be walking you through a typical day in my life, but not with the usual I wake up, I eat breakfast kind of English. We're going deeper. So listen closely and feel free to shadow me, pause, and repeat as needed. I usually come to around 6:45 a.m., though I rarely spring out of bed immediately. Instead, I allow myself a few moments to gather my thoughts and mentally queue up the day's agenda. Once I finally peel myself out of bed, I shuffle to the kitchen where I brew a strong cup of coffee, my only non-negotiable morning ritual. While the coffee percolates, I usually scroll through overnight emails or skim headlines to stay somewhat tethered to the outside world. After that, I'll jump into the shower, not because I particularly enjoy it at that hour, but because it's the fastest way to snap myself into coherence. Post-shower, I follow a rather minimalist skincare routine, then throw on whatever outfit best approximates effort without actually requiring it. By 8 o'clock, I'm usually at my desk, logging in and syncing up with my team, often via Slack or Zoom. The rest of the morning is typically a blur of back-to-back calls, document revisions, and occasional firefighting. Around noon, I try to step away from my screen, even if just to toss together a half-decent lunch, usually something that doesn't require more than reheating or slicing. If the weather's decent, I'll take a brisk walk around the block, just to decompress and clear the mental clutter. Afternoons are when I'm most productive, so I try to block off time for deep work, editing client proposals, fine-tuning presentations, or drafting copy that requires real focus. I often listen to ambient music to drown out distractions. By 6 or 7 p.m., I begin to wind down, power down my devices, and transition into personal time. Dinner is either something homemade, I love to batch cook on Sundays, or a low-effort delivery situation when I'm too drained to even contemplate cooking. Evenings are usually spent reading, catching up with a friend, or, if I'm feeling particularly indulgent, binge-watching a show while folding laundry, my attempt at productive leisure. Before bed, I'll tie up any loose ends, set my intentions for the next day, and usually journal for a few minutes to get all the residual thoughts out of my head. Then it's lights out, ideally by 11, though I'm often lulled into insomnia by some rabbit hole on YouTube or an idea that won't leave me alone. Now that you've heard my day in advanced English, try describing your own day using some of these phrases. See you in the next one!